our jobs, our businesses, maybe using only our skills and not our entire identity. However, many of us may have actually put our self-worth up against the performance, the productivity, the achievement, the milestones. And because none of these are going to stay up there at the highest level, there will be variations month on month, quarter on quarter. Many of us may be facing that challenge of self-worth in modern life. Stay with me as I talk about this very important concept and leave a couple of changes that you need to make, and do leave your comments in the comment section so that I can know what worked for you. Coming back, an important question that I would want to ask you, that if you were to change or lose your job today, or you were to change your business today or shut it down, and you were to pack away all your achievements along with that, who would you still be? Who are you? What is your human identity? What is your core competence? Many of us haven't spent enough time talking about this, and especially for some of us who are in that stage of trying to break through into key positions in the organization about 5-10 years into the career, or maybe at a mid-career stage about 15-20 years, where there may be rapid changes that we are experiencing today. This is one question that a lot of us possibly haven't talked about, haven't thought about, haven't researched about, possibly even turning our face the other way around, trying to tell ourselves everything is fine till such time that my job, my promotion, my increments are coming through, till such time that my sales, the next client, the next business is coming through, I am doing fine. Stop. Take a look at where you are. It's time for you to assess, because your self-worth shouldn't go so cheap that you hook it up against productivity, against milestones, against that last promotion or the next increment. And if you are doing that, it's time for you to consider who you are becoming in that race. So what do you do? How do you change this? I won't leave you with 5 or 10 steps. Here are 2 simple things that I'm going to encourage you to look at. The first thing I'm going to ask you to bring in is the concept of competence and excellence into your life. If you are, as a human being, focused on competence and excellence, then there is something about you that the world will stand up and take notice. And when I say competence and excellence, this is about your language, this is about the way you conduct yourself, this is about your core trade skill, whatever is that profession, the business, whether you are an HR person or a quality person or a risk person or a sales person or a AI or a tech person, whatever is that core competence around that. Also about who you are as a leader, as a manager, as a contributor, who you are as a problem solver, who you are as a creative person, whatever that is that you need to do. There is a range of competence that you need to work on. Some come from your trade skills, some come from management skills, hardcore management skills using which you can run your job or your career or your business. And some of these are about the leadership skills, a range of them coming from very soft leadership skills to hard leadership skills. And when I say soft, it's more about the communication, etc. And the hard leadership skills come into areas like negotiation and crisis management, etc. It's in these 3 broad areas that I will encourage you to look at your competence. If you are a competent person, then you will not need to worry about a month's performance going down, or a quarter's performance challenge, or an industry turning around and showing a certain kind of pattern in its performance, or if there are new technologies coming in and those are disrupting your jobs. Because these competence areas will help you move into something else and do something better. Because what we need to understand is that at any given point in time, it's that core that we carry that makes us. It's not the performance that makes us. Conditions may change, the situations may change, demands may change, but if you have core competence, you will stay relevant. So study, learn, deepen your capability, and everything from language to current affairs, to technology should be your priority to learn and develop. I would even encourage you to invest about 15 to 20% of your time to continuously upgrade yourself, and this to be spread across the entire week. Every single day you need to ask yourself this, that have I increased my competence and have I worked on my excellence a little bit more? If you are confident of who you are, no person, even the most caustic person that you work with, even the most critical person that you work with, will be ever able to shake your self-worth. But if your self-worth is externalized, it's completely based on what others say, then you'll have a big challenge. So choice is yours. The coin toss is with you. Which side do you need to think about and work upon? If it is your competence that you choose, if it's your excellence that you choose, you will win. If you're going to outsource your self-worth to what people say and your achievements, you will lose at some point in time. The second thing that I want to leave with you is define yourselves with your character, who you are as a human being, the values that you carry. And I'll broadly divide these into two categories. The humanistic values that you carry, which is around things like respect, compassion, contribution to others, care, harmony, etc. And the other side of it is largely about the performance and the achievement-oriented values, which could be around things like discovery, exploration, expansion, excellence, etc. Timeliness, even those kind of things. Look at these kinds of values and define what your character is, who you are today, and who do you need to be really noticed and genuinely at a deep level. Character doesn't get built in one day. Values are not learned over a period of a week or 10 days. You will need to give at least a few years for your character, your value systems to shape up significantly. Yes, there are certain things that you have learned from your early life, your parents, your school, college, your early adulthood, but some of that could be learned by default and not learned by design. So here I'm inviting you to start working on your character, your personality, your value systems, the way you think, the narratives that you carry, the belief systems that you carry deep down inside, and bring in that inner transformation. Some of these will also come from an exploration of what is your own spiritual intelligence, your own spiritual quotient, emotional quotient, social quotient, and working on all of those things. And the first point that I said of working on your competence and your excellence in your trade skills areas, in management skills and leadership skills, that combined with your work on your character and your values will create a well-rounded identity that you are completely aware of, and you will also know what's a path that you're walking. When you do these things, you will reclaim your self-worth. You won't leave it to the world to define it. No matter what feedback the world gives, your feedback is already going to be there with you, that what are you good at? I encourage you to reclaim your self-worth. Be someone beyond your job, the grind, the business, whatever you are in. Take good care of yourself.